I want to instruct our CID to look for MARIAM WANGADYA, arrest her for purposes of bringing her to this committee tomorrow at 9 a.m. I saw rule.
Police enonye omukyala MARIAM WANGADYA emutuleetere enkya ku ssaawa 3 tusobole okuba nga tugenda mu maaso n'okuwuliriza ensonga ezekuusa ku lipoota ya Auditor General olw'okuba nti tulabye nga kisobokera ddala okuba nti agayadde oba agaanye okulabikako eri akakiiko.
Number one, the Uganda Human Rights Commission, for all purposes and intent in matters relating to accountability and the Auditor General's report scrutiny, is responsible and accountable to Park Kosase, this particular committee. When any officer of Uganda Human Rights Commission is accordingly invited, you must accord such invitation, not as a way of good gesture, but in response to lawful invitation and summons. Number two, a witness so summoned cannot choose where to appear and when to appear. By the chairperson, one MARIAM WANGADYA, choosing to tell us where she intends to appear, is rejected by this committee. It is not worth a response to our invitation. Number two, now that this has been the second invitation, and she has not accorded us justifiable reasons within her response as to why she is unable to attend, but rather that she will attend other committees, we have little reasons to believe that if invited again, she will honor our invitation. I will accordingly proceed and rule under Rule 218 that provides for special powers of committees. Special powers of committees, and specifically sub-rule D, that in enforcing attendance of witnesses and examining witnesses on oath or affirmation, this committee has powers of the High Court. And specifically under Rule 218, sub-rule F, sub-rule E, this committee has powers to order for the arrest and confinement of such a witness for purposes of investigation. Now that the chairperson has not given us satisfactory reasons for her failure to attend, I want to proceed under this rule 218, specifically sub-rule E, to order for the arrest and the production of MARIAM WANGADYA tomorrow at 9 at Parliament. I want to instruct our CID to look for MARIAM WANGADYA, arrest her for purposes of bringing her to this committee tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Akakiiko kayita Human Rights Commission wiki 2 emabega nga balina okujja ne chairperson ne ba commissioner baabwe, kubanga ensonga ezimu eziri mu Auditor General's report mulimu ezeekuusa ku bukulembeze naddala bye bayita commission, mulimu ezeekuusa ku ntuula n'enkola y'emirimu ya commission nga tribunal ezikola ku ddembe ly'obuntu, mulimu ezeekuusa ku bintu ebirala ebisaasanyizibwako ssente z'omuwi w'omusolo. Kakati nga kyetaagisa okuwuliza ekisooka okuva mu kakiiko k'eddembe ly'obuntu ku nsonga zino, naye nga kajjudde kuba ssemateeka atulaga akakiiko kabamu chairperson ne ba commissioner ne bano ba technical team omuli ne ba accounting officer. Omulundi ogwasooka ettiimu ya Human Rights Commission yajja naye nga teyina chairperson waayo, tetwafuna kunnyonnyolwa lwaki chairperson yali tazze. Ekyokubiri bye twawulira okuva mu bonna nga tubuuza ebibuuzo ebitandikibwako lwaki Auditor General ayogera kuba nti tebatuula naddala akakiiko akakwatibwako eddembe ly'obuntu. Ndowooza bonna be twawuliriza bagamba kimu nti chairperson yavunaanyizibwa yalina okubayita. Ne tutaagala kugenda mu maaso na nsonga eyo nga tetumaze kugyekenneenya nga chairperson waali, naye asobole okunnyonnyola engeri oba oliawo gy'atambuzaamu emirimu gye. Awamu n'ekyo tetwayagala kukkiriza byali byogerwa abamu bamemba bye baleeta nti oba oliawo chairperson asobola okuba nga yalekulira, kuba ffe baatugamba accounting officer atugamba mu ofiisi mwali n'omulundi gwe twasooka okumiitinga ne tusalawo okubongerayo obudde chairperson n'akakiiko ke konna ne accounting officer bakomewo basobole otunnyonnyola tusobole okuba nga tufuna entandikwa egenda okutunira Auditor General's report ebirimu, ate nga ne Auditor General oba ssaababalizi w'ebitabo owa gavumenti bwe yatuuka ku nsonga za cases ez'eddembe ly'obuntu n'ensonga endala yeekuusa kuba nti waliwo obuvunaanyizibwa bwa chairperson mu Auditor General's report. Bwe tutasobola kwekenneenya paka nga ayogerwako waali oba oliawo ataanye byatasobola kunnyonnyola Auditor General bwe yali atunira entity eyo, twabongerayo wiiki emu naye ne tuddamu ne tubawandiikira ne tubawa olunaku olulala nga lwe lwaleero chairperson okulabikako eri akakiiko kaffe Kosase ne bakomishona be ne accounting officer tutunuulire bino ebyogerwako Auditor General. Olunaku olwaleero chairperson atuweereza ebbaluwa ng'ayitira mu accounting officer, naye ekizibu ky'ebbaluwa gy'atuwadde nga yagamba jagenda mu kakiiko kalala akaddembe ly'obuntu. Ekyokubiri nga n'ensonga zasazewo okunnyonnyola ku zimu zatadde mu bbaluwa mu mbeera eya bulijjo si yalina okusalawo azinnyonnyola atya nti kanzira eri mpandiika ebbaluwa nga tukuyise nga tutadde mu nsonga ekulemeseza kujja eri kakiiko. Of course ba members nga committee tugenze okukitunulamu nga committee ekanya nti kiba kyenkanankananga okuyisa olugaayo mu kakiiko obutawa nsonga lwaki tozze wabula n'okategeeza nze njagenda mu committee endala. Ekyokubiri n'okusalawo okunnyonnyola gwe mu nkola gy'oyagadde dani enkola ekuweereddwa committee yamuyita emuwulirize tujjewo okuteebereza nti oba ye yawandiise oba si ye yawandiise oba yatuzzeemu oba si yatuzzeemu, ate nga ne mu nkola entuufu ey'akakiiko bwe tuyita omujulizi yenna tumuwuliriza n'asobola okunnyonnyola oludda lwe ku nsonga eziba mu ddiiro naddala eziri mu Auditor General's report. Oluvannyuma lw'okwekenneenya tusazeewo okukirambulula nti Parliament erina committees sector ne standing, naye ku nsonga ezeekuusa ku lipoota ya Auditor General ekitongole kya Uganda Human Rights Commission kiripootinga era audit report yakyo eweerezebwa akakiiko kaffe aka Kosase. Era guno omulundi gwakubiri nga tutudde tulindirire okuwuliza okunnyonnyola kwa Human Rights Commission ku nsonga eziri mu Auditor General's report. Bwe ziba nga waliwo ebyenkizo ebyetaagisa okuba nti tubiwulira mu chairperson n'asalawo gamba nti aligenda mu kakiiko akalala n'asalawo n'ezimu y'okwekyuzinga ezo zannyonnyoddeomo ng'ate ezisinga twetaaga zibuuliza wano kuba tezaali mu bbaluwa zaffe nti tuziteekamu wabula twagamba kimu tugatunda Auditor General's report nga tulaba nti waliwo okusoomozebwa obadde tunaasobola okugenda mu maaso okonsideringa lipoota ya Auditor General ku Uganda Human Rights Commission. Nabwekityo ne tusalawo okuyisa ekiragiro poliisi enoonye omukyala Mariam Wangadya emutuleetera enkya ku ssaawa 3 tusobole okuba nga tugenda mu maaso n'okuwuliriza ensonga ezeekuusa ku lipoota ya Auditor General olw'okuba nti tulabye nga kisobokera ddala okuba nti agayadde oba agaanye okulabikako eri akakiiko. Ku mutendera guno tetusobola gamba nti ebiri mu Auditor General's report tumaze obyekenya kuba tenaba bituukako, naye twagala yasooka ajje annyonnyole komiti naddala nga ebyekuusa ku lipoota ya Auditor General. So tumutumizza aleetebwe enkya ku ssaawa 3 sinakindi naye yennyini asobola okwereeta ku lulwe enkya ku ssaawa 3 tusobole okugenda mu maaso n'okuwuliza ensonga ezikwata ku Uganda Human Rights Commission. Mu kaseera kano awo tukyayimiridde.
I think last 2 weeks, and we sent them back to return today with the chairperson. And I think we requested some additional documents. Clerk, did you furnish which documents did you submit beyond record?
Honorable Chair, I submitted to the clerk proof of my appointment as substantive accounting officer.
Maybe try to pull the...
I submitted to the clerk proof of my appointment as substantive accounting officer and acting secretary to the Uganda Human Rights Commission.
That's all. And from the introduction, where is the chairperson?
Honorable Chair, the chairperson has not been able to make it here, and he gave me a communication which I delivered to you before the start of this meeting.
You are referring to this letter?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
What is it? Colleagues have just now received a letter addressed to the chairperson, committee, COSASE, rescheduling of a meeting to consider the report of the Auditor General, year ended 31st December 2025. I refer to the letter of the letter dated 7th August 2026, addressed to me and copied to you. They said the letter requests me to appear before you and carry along a status report on human rights, clarification on the status of Deputy Chairperson. I respectively respond as follows. I will present the status report on human rights to the Committee on Human Rights at a date and time they will schedule. The position of Deputy Chair of Uganda Human Rights Commission does not exist. I'm therefore unable to clarify on the status. Generally, that is the content. Clerk, when we are summoning, when we are summoning the chairperson, I think you didn't capture all the reasons that required her attendance. Is it, or is she picking out some of the reasons? Briefed by the clerk that he just made a follow-up letter because we had earlier invited the commission headed with the chairperson and the commissioners. She did not attend our first interface and we had no written communication. And, but among the reasons, whereas we are to consider Auditor General's report, I don't know if she accessed a copy of the Auditor General's report or not. Because, for just quickly correction, part of the observation by the Auditor General was, for example, if I would pick out one, aging of cases at the tribunal. In our last interface, the commissioners alluded to the fact that the tribunal cannot sit because of the absence or for whatever reason, but which they attributed to the chairperson. The Auditor General specifically mentions that the accounting officer explained that due to long-standing challenges such as absence of the chairperson, Now, this is within the Auditor General's report. We accordingly invited the chairperson because we are discussing and want to consider the Auditor General's report. And there are some key elements and revelations that may touch the exercise of powers of the chairperson. Now, I want to appreciate the response, but a witness cannot choose how to respond. When we specifically invite you to interface with the committee, you can actually come and say this, but you cannot choose just to write that I'm saying this, and you even choose where to appear. That is, that is a bit provocative. And it sounds as contempt to our proceedings. Because this is the second time we are interfacing. I would have appreciated if the response was, I am sick in a hospital, I'm on this and this and this. But it appears the response continues to choose what to respond to and even the mode of response. That is the only thing the chairperson sent you with? Accounting Office?
Commission is that lady. And under our rules, we are meant where they fail to appear, to compel them to appear. One, could we know, is this lady, has she really resigned or she's still serving? We need to know that. Because you might be flogging a dead horse. But Mr. Chair... Maybe in her letter, she signed as chairperson. Then she... And is dated August 10th, Chair, 2026. That letter is panchurium. It is panchurium. He has written to you, proposing to go to the other committee, which is not ours. So it is panchurium by law. And I would suggest that we first get the first information, leaving that letter as I've stated legally. Should we know whether she's still sitting in the office? And if she's still sitting in office, then you have to invoke Rule 223, issue and service of summons, compelling her to appear here by force. There is no way you can proceed with the Uganda Human Rights Commission without Madam MARIAM WANGADYA. And it should be put on record that this committee is not here for religious affair. We are here for business. So, Mr. Accounting Officer, you know under your docket, the Chief Accounting Officer here before us, leading you to this committee, is that lady. But I would pray, leaving that letter out, should we hear from them, the one who has been sent to give you that letter, whether this lady is still in office, or she resigned. She might be impersonating. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
About this agency, the Uganda Human Rights Commission, there is total collapse of governance in that agency, and there is paralysis of the tribunal. And according to their law, the tribunal should be chaired by the chairperson. Where the chairperson is absent, the tribunal can't sit. And it is one of the audit queries that is before us. There is no way we can proceed interfacing with this agency without the chairperson. Otherwise, how shall we interrogate on governance, on the matters of governance? It is important that the chairperson recognizes that this is Parliament of Uganda, and particularly an oversight committee, Park Kosase. We have remedies with us, remedies within the law. It should be at this moment that we use our force to find her wherever she is and present her to us such that we start examining governance and other audit issues in that agency. She should be here whether she likes or she doesn't.
Thank you. Yes, Father Bakim.
Mr. Chair, I want to request from the accounting officer to confirm whether that letter
has originated from the chairperson, MARIAM WANGADYA. Because if I remember, in the last attendance of this committee, in this committee, I did not see any kind of relationship that would even compare a chairperson to send a letter through the accounting officer. Should we confirm from him? Maybe it could be a blackmail. So can we confirm from him that that letter has originated from that very person, the chairperson, Madam Wangadya? Otherwise, we might be talking about her, yet someone crafted a letter in her name. Thank you, Chair.
Accounting officer.
Honorable Chairperson, the letter is from the Chairperson, Uganda Human Rights Commission. I can confirm. She gave it to me to deliver it to you, sir.
When did she give you the letter?
This morning.
Where?
At the office.
At the office?
Yeah.
When you are receiving letters, how do you receive them? You receive signed copies, or there is a record of how letters are transmitted?
Chair, there are different modes of delivery of letters. In this particular case, she specifically asked me to deliver that to you, but we also deposited a copy with your office this afternoon.
By office, you mean Secretariat, Clerk to Parliament?
Clerk to this committee.
Okay. Let's proceed. Yes, Honorable Naki.
Servants, so they want to choose where to go. From that letter, from the tone, it's like she's deliberately avoiding Kosase. And this is not only for her. We need to send a strong message to all public servants that once we invite them, they should appear. So I support the view that we compel Madam Chairperson to appear before us, willingly or unwillingly. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Chair. Honorable Chair.
Yeah.
Chair.
You'll come after him.
Chair, I agree with the submissions of my two neighbors here, and to just address ourselves to the rules, specifically our rules of procedure 218 and specifically Part D. 218 Part D. In exercise of its functions, the committee shall have the powers of the High Court for Roman 1, enforcing the attendance of witnesses and examining the witnesses on oath. 2, comparing production of documents. Let me go to F. Cite any person for contempt of Parliament. Honorable Chair, there are also other provisions, but specifically in the prevailing circumstance, already the accounting officer before us has confirmed that Madam Wangadya is still the chairperson, who gave her a letter even this morning, and now that she's the person who is supposed to appear before us, I think we may not be proceeding well without her.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable. We are coming.
Called Logose, Sarah Annette. Honorable Chair, I'm observing something from the entities that are being called upon, taking Pakosase for granted. Because with the time that was given to the chairperson to report with the members of the Human Rights Commission, you can't tell us that you're writing to us today that you will not avail yourself. And Honorable Chair, I'm requesting that we take action over such entities. This issue of taking us for granted, I'll add my voice to Honorable Sewungu's word. We are not going to be here massaging egos, just handling you like you're not babies. You know what you're doing, and you know why you are called here. And if you came here the first time, why do you come today without what exactly we sent you back for? So, Honorable Chair, I beg that we take action over such entities. Thank you very much. I beg to submit.
Thanks for all the submission, but I'm coming on a procedural matter. Already, the one who brought a letter has given us good evidence that this lady was in office in the morning. And I would seek whether it wouldn't be procedure okay. You give us a break of 10 to 15 minutes. He goes and he calls that lady here. Now, and failure to do so, you take another option. We want to exhaust all avenues that bring this adamant person here. And if it can be procedure okay, I would pray if it is procedure allowed by you to have him ring her boss in office where he has left her to tell her to appear here. And after failure of that, which is going to be successful, by the way, for us, we are here to wait for the big lady. That's the procedure matter.
We are dealing with a person who knows the law very well. So she knows what she is doing. Chair, I pray that we do not proceed until we compel her to be here. We should not allow this impunity to proceed, Chair. She's just becoming adamant because she knows what she is doing. So, Chair, we should stand up, defend this committee, and compel that lady to appear before this committee. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. And Mr. Chairman, on the look of things, the ayes have it. So Mr. Chair, we have the side with us behind here.
Yes?
So, Mr. Chair, the issue is comparing the chairperson of the commission.
Attendance of the chairperson.
Yes. So, Mr. Chair, I'm just reminding you that we have the side behind us, so you can task them to go and bring the person.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable.
Secretary is my name. I represent Bamnanika County, Ruero District. Chair, I'm honored just to be here because I share another committee where human rights reports. I'm a member of Legal and Parliamentary Committee Affairs. And in our last interface, we were so grateful that the person you are claiming, she appeared before us. But now I'm asking myself, Chair, in that very letter, that I'll be ready to present the status report to Human Rights Committee. Maybe there was a mistake as you are submitting in our concern, this commission to appear, that maybe there was an element of Human Rights Committee somewhere, somehow, so that there is a mistake, or by fact, or what. So we need also to check if this side, someone may assume that maybe Human Rights Committee will proceed tomorrow for the same matter, maybe misinterpreting with the COSASI. So if that is the case, that one can be understandable. But if that is not the case, Chair, with your chair and with the support of my colleagues, we need to spend the parliamentary time, because I know those people have a lot to do and even members have a lot to do. We can discuss the whole night for this matter, but we need to stand, Chair, as our...
Thank you. Maybe what I need to guide is that matters of human rights are inseparable. Commission. Equally, when you look at what is audited, I mentioned that the Auditor General's report, actually several paragraphs, is talking about case registration, status of complaints, and these all have financial implication. It talks about status of complaints management, and on page 21 of the Auditor General's report, he alludes to the fact that the absence of a chairperson is factored in here. I think these commissioners are equal on record here when we are trying to interrogate tribunals, the sitting of tribunal. I think they all unanimously said they are waiting for the chairperson to convene. Was that your submission? The commissioners, be on record. We want to recollect. Commissioner, let's start from the first one. Let the commissioners, I want them on record. Yes? Why are the tribunals not sitting?
Chair, procedure.
Wait a minute. You respond. Respond.
Thank you, Chair. The Uganda Human Rights Commission is constituted when there is a chairperson and at least 3 members.
So you are not sitting because?
The commission has to be constituted.
And who is responsible to constitute it?
The chairperson.
Okay.
With the secretary, because resources are important for the commission to be constituted as a tribunal.
You last sat when?
It was in March.
March 20?
No, March was the commission meeting, but December was the...
And tribunal? Yes. Tribunal December.
Yes.
The next commissioner? Just on that issue, don't go into the details.
The tribunal rules are giving only the chairperson the powers to chair the tribunals.
Okay. The next commissioner?
Honorable Chairperson and members, the Human Rights Tribunal is chaired by chairperson and members.
Why are you not sitting?
We last had a tribunal in December.
The other commissioner?
Honorable Chair, I agree with my colleagues. I have nothing useful to add.
So those are the commissioners. Now invite and ensure that
clarification, Honorable Chair. Clarification.
Let me start with Honorable Musisi before you.
Well, we don't want to appear like we are on a witch hunt. However, the constitutional guidance is clear that the entity called Uganda Human Rights Commission is to be composed of a chairperson and the commissioners. In fact, this also, the same goes to the commissioners who are absent without justification, because our interface was supposed to be with the commission, and that entity includes the commissioners and, of course, the accounting officer as the head. Secondly, and this even Honorable Secretary Cole, the business of Uganda Human Rights Commission is human rights. That is the business. So, for this letter, which I now confirm is authentic, to say that I'll present this before this committee, COSASE has all the mandate to audit or interrogate the audit findings regarding the human rights mandate, because that's the business of the Human Rights Commission. In fact, if you want to look at the audit report, which I'm sure you're all very well versed with, it has human rights issues. Failure of tribunal hearings, long-standing cases, visits to places of detention dwindling. I think in one of the years you didn't even visit a single meter detention. Those are issues that are human rights issues, and COSASE can interrogate them because they're audit issues. So I want to agree that the absence of the chairperson and the commissioners, all the commissioners, because all the commissioners still are not here, they are crucial to this meeting and they are critical to our interrogating of the audit findings. And it's fully the mandate of COSASE. And the letter doesn't state why she did not come. Actually, this letter does not state a reason. It's not seeking a reschedule. It's titled Rescheduling of the Meeting to Consider. That is the subject. However, in the main reference, the letter does not give reasons why she does not here, neither does she seek another time for appearing.
Thank you. Now, I'm yet to rule. Let me just give a few hands. Then I offer my ruling and
Thank you, Chair. Now turning around to say that I cannot come because this is not the committee, I will report to the other committee. Really, the chairperson of the Human Rights Commission, if you get to hear what she utters around, you really feel pity for Ugandans. And now that she can even come and write such a letter to the committee, which committee she has ever appeared to and defended the commission, we must do something. And again, I am wondering, Mr. Chairman, why we even still call her the chairperson of the commission? Because herself, in her own words, she said, I'm resigning as the chairperson of commission. Then later, I heard that she sent a notice of intention to resign. But by the look of things, you can see that either she's not interested, or she's hiding something, or she's above the law. And like Honorable Zahara said, she's a woman who knows what she's doing. So I will support the Honorable Sewungu's idea. I agree. I give you a second.
No, you are yes. Now done. Let him inform you. I got Honorable
Let me conclude, Mr. Chairman.
Let him, you are already allowed him your time.
If you refuse the information, I can conclude. But if you allow a second...
Okay, give information, I give you 1 second.
Mr. Chairman, you see, why I'm giving information to my fellow Swahaba there, Honorable Mpindi, my good friend, is that at the start of this committee, once this lady is here, the first question is finding out her status in the commission. The moment you don't have that, our proceedings cannot move on. And indeed, this lady is in office. Can you imagine? Writing to the chair of the committee in office and addressing him on matters of Human Rights Committee of session. So the information I'm giving Honorable Mpindi is that this lady is there. She has to come here, give us her status, and then we move on.
Mr. Chairman, I want to entirely agree with Honorable as he suggested. Go to the office and say the committee has asked you to go and report. Then she says, I'm not going. From there, we will find a solution. Otherwise, this darling, I'm not coming, I'm not available, I'm not this. And when the commission is not sitting since December, we are doing a disservice to this country.
Honorable Senator,
thank you.
I want
very much,
to
Mr.
offer
Chairman.
guidance now. Yes.
Article connotes that without the chairperson, there is no commission. Mr. Chairman, even us address distinguished Ugandans without the chairperson is irregular. Secondly, it's in public domain that the chairperson, so she sent a notice of intention to resign to the appointing authority. As of today, no of the chairperson, whether the notice of intention to resign was taken further, his or our office, arising from infirmity of body or mind, misbehavior. Honorable Sewungu, we are flogging a dead horse. She could be no longer interested in performing the duties. I would concur with all my colleagues to the effect that for us to address abrogating the law. Much obliged.
Thank you. Just finally, we need to...
Thank you, and we all concur that the chairperson, MARIAM Wangadya, is in contempt of Parliament. And our rules of procedure allow you to proceed and sign a warrant of arrest. And the warrant of arrest is given to our police department and the sergeant at arms. And their duty is to hunt, to find, and to physically deliver her here. So we've reached that point, and Right Honorable Chair, you can put the question to us so that we move according to our rules of procedure.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair, our visitors and members of Parliament. I'm Ronald Mohenda, MP for Porto Central Division.
Thank you, Chair. Maremia Ismail Soed is my name, Member of Parliament representing people of Busia Municipality and a member on this committee.
Chair and Vice, dear colleagues, I'm Ravishija Margaret Namubiru. I represent the workers in the Republic of Uganda. You are welcome.
I'm called Logose Sarah Annette, woman member of Parliament, Butaleja District, and a member on the committee. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, the Vice Chair, honorable members in the House, dear colleagues, my name is Virunj Anet, Workers MP. I'm a member of this committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Gerard Nangoli, Member of Parliament, Hello-Gonos, and a member of this committee.
Yeah, my name is Julius Nachi. I'm the Member of Parliament for Budadiri County East in Sironko District.
Chair and our guests, Binji Patrick Nyanzi is my name. I represent Butemba County, Chankwanzi. I'm a member of this committee.
MP Karun County West, member.
Chair, Chiza Hakim Saula, Member of Parliament, Bukoto South Constituency, Rwengo, member of the committee.
Thank you. Clerk, lead the technical.
Thank you, Honorable Chair and our guests. My name is Bwire Webie, the clerk to the committee.
The moving microphone.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members. My name is Dennis Kaketo, Acting Director of Finance.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chairperson, Vice Chairperson, and members of the committee. My name is Omara Apita Lamex. I'm a member on the commission.
Good afternoon, Chair, good afternoon, Vice Chair, and members. I'm Shifa Rukwago, a member of the Uganda Human Rights Commission.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. Good afternoon, Vice Chair and members. My name is Smeo Mwanga Subuga, a member of the Commission.
Deputy and all members, I'm Colonel Retired Stephen Basaliza, member of the Uganda Human Rights Commission.
Good afternoon, Chair, Vice Chair, and members. My name is Pauline Nansamba Mutumba. I'm the Director of Complaints, Investigations, and Legal Services.
Chairperson, Vice Chairperson, and honorable members. My name is Sarah Nahmitsa, Director, Regional Services, Uganda Human Rights Commission. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Vice Chairperson, honorable members. My name is Charles Mukasa Tebuseke. I'm the Head of Planning, Uganda Human Rights Commission.
And members, I'm Namanya Claire, the Head of Procurement, Uganda Human Rights Commission.
Good afternoon, Chair and members. My name is Joan Kampe Waswa. I'm Human Resource and Administration Manager, Uganda Human Rights Commission.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair and Vice Chair, then honorable members. My name is Omala Tadeo. I'm a senior accountant.
Good afternoon, Chair. I'm Margaret Kabiriji, Principal Internal Auditor, Uganda Human Rights Commission.
Good afternoon, Chair and members. Naswa Jennifer.
Good afternoon, Chair, members. My name is Christine Kabazi.
My name is Alex Book. Unless there is any member